Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We are going to go check my one trail camera and we're going to hang another one up. So I got one from my dad. He doesn't use it very much anymore. So I asked him if I could have it. He said yes. That's where we're at. So with that being said, let's go check it out. That's a pretty good sign. There's 3. See you in a couple months. Oops. So what's up, everybody? So I keep saying so a lot. It must be my trigger word for today. We're here. Get loaded up with some of the goods. Get our boots on, get our backpack ready, and we're gonna go in. Let's check her out. All right, guys, so we are out here. I keep saying so again. Oh, hang on one second. There we go. I love being out here in the woods, man. Feel amazing. Feel absolutely amazing. We're gonna try a new approach this time, though. We're gonna try the power line. Like I said in my first video, see if we can't get access that way. Access that way. Here's the power line. As you can see, oh, there we go, that's the power line. I'll pull up my OnX map. I'll get as close as I possibly can to where my camera's at without going on someone else's property, because you don't want to do that unless you have permission. So let's get into it. The Game Commission had to make this special trail because actually right here, there's posted property. Right there in that tree there. Oh, there we go, touch it. Boop. Cool. So there's that, but my camera is actually right around here. So we're pretty close. This actually might not be too bad. It's pretty fresh, pretty new, but it's quiet. Well, it can be quiet, especially on a nice dewy morning. Huge positive. Huge positive. It's great. So I need to figure out a way to get up into my camera real quick and hang this other one. I'm gonna pull the card out of the old camera, or my new camera. Pull the card out of that one. Ouch, I'll just stick right in my leg. Pull the card out of that one, hang this one, and then get out of here before it gets too hot. Because it might rain today, so I'll wash the scent out of here, which is good. And I believe I'm here already. This is possibly where I'll be hunting at, right? All these trees. And now I got my tree saddle. I plan to be very active in chasing deer. I'm gonna try to set up a hit list, and I'm gonna try to also let y'all know where I'm gonna be at without you guys knowing where I'm gonna be at. All right, I gotta get up in here. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so I know you can't see me, but this is what my trail camera sees, okay? This tree right here in front of me is a white oak, and this tree right here is a white oak, and they're dropping acorns. They're dropping acorns pretty heavily. Here, kind of hard to see, but here, the whole way down is a valley. I can actually walk over to it. I mean, it's pretty decent sized valley. I know I didn't give you guys a lot of visuals last time, so I'm trying to do my best now, but there it is. There's your valley, whole way down through, down to that flat out there. So I'm hoping that deer travel this corridor down into that flat, because that's all posted property. It's all private property. But I also, there we go. I also found a deer trail walking up. It's fairly close to my camera over here. So I'm gonna take this camera down over the hill on that deer trail, and I'm gonna set it up. I think it's either the way the ferns were going, it's when they walked down. So I'm betting up here is a bedding area, because there's a tram road up there that you can walk for access also. But I found a quiet way up here. So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get my card out of that camera. Get this one set up. It has a fresh set of batteries, a brand new card in it. Get it hooked up there, and then we're gonna bust out here, because like I said, it might rain later. Hopefully it washes out the scent, and I'm hoping I got pictures of a pretty big buck on my camera. It is definitely warm out here. I'm hoping it rains. But camera number 2 is set. Check. Camera number 1 has a fresh card in it. Check. We found a couple deer trails. Check. Looks like we have a one trail that uses that valley. We have the one trail that uses the valley. It's coming up the hill towards those oak trees. And that path that is fairly new path, it's man-made. It's gonna be a pretty sweet access if it doesn't grow in too thick, and it doesn't have a lot of dead leaves on it, which, I mean, you're in the middle of the woods, dead leaves are certain. But the man-made path is a lot easier to get through. Then you try to walk up the hill. It's a toss-up, really. You might bomb something eating some acorns, or you might catch them on the way to their bedding area, to a feeding area. But I got high hopes for that. I'm gonna let them go for a couple more weeks, probably three weeks at most, before I take cameras out and check cameras or whatever, because their patterns are about to change soon due to pressure. I don't know, people being in the woods checking cameras and whatnot, but we're in it, baby. We're in it now. About a month and a half in till the first day starts. Hopefully we'll get to see some blood on the ground. I am super excited. I know it doesn't seem like it right now because it's pretty hot and I'm sweating, but I am super excited. But we will see you back at the truck. Finally got some air. So the boots are off. There's a great feeling putting them boots on, walking in the woods, but there's another great feeling of taking the boots off whenever you're getting out and getting ready to go home. Now I got some air going. We don't have any tunes yet, but all right, let's do our review. Okay, semi-review. So I left my camera number 1 where it's at. I like the way it's sitting. I like the way it has an angle of everything. So it takes pretty wide pictures. Camera number 2, I have it hooked to a tree. I lost the original straps for it. Took some paracord, wrapped around the tree a couple times, tied it to the little loopholes, but it's hanging and it's on a pretty small tree. So my one concern is that when the tree sways in the wind, it's gonna bang that camera around. And then my number 2 concern is that I have it above that man-made trail. So there's a couple few oak trees on there as well. So I know the deer are traveling that, because I also found the footprints in there. So I know the deer are traveling that, but my concern is that it's going to be A, too high to catch anything at a travel point in that man-made trail. And I have it on a tree where 2 trails come to a conjunction, to the intersection where they follow the rest of the hill down to that man-made trail. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see a couple weeks. Hopefully deer don't notice it. Hopefully they just get used to it, and then I don't have to worry about moving it. But we are going to check that one card when we get home on my laptop, and hopefully we got some bone on there. Well, velvet, I guess, but gotta stay consistent. Gotta stay strong on this. Have the faith, right? All right, I'll see you guys back at the house. All right, guys, so we just got back and we just reviewed the footage, and not terribly upset with the footage. We have a good couple of doe on there, so that means, I mean, I know they're not in rut yet, obviously. It's still very early in the morning, but the more does you have in your area, the more butts they'll bring. So I got 3 bucks on camera. One's decent. I mean, he's a 6, maybe a 7. But I have a very blonde or extremely big fox. So we'll have to wait and see what next couple weeks bring us before the season comes on. Hopefully acorns start dropping more and deer start using that funnel more and more. But I will post the picture of the blonde coyote or the fox, and you guys let me know. Until next time, take it easy.